Y'all did not see that shit. Y'all did not see that. Stop. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Stop. Stop. Hold on. Let me. I'm with you. Listening to some devil. Listening to some Devil Town. It's delicious. So before. Hold up first. Oh, moment. You guys can't see him because of the black screen up, because we're about to watch a video. But I was literally looking up YouTuber Heisman the other day. Heisman is a League of Legends player, or was. I actually was looking up this YouTube channel called For Fun Squad, which used to consist of like Professor Akali, Zwag Zareth, Aoki, Body Those Fools, and was their top laner. No. It was their 8. Remember who their 80s? I don't know, but they would play together. All 5 of them would play together, and the other channel like slowly died. But I was looking up Heisman specifically, and I noticed. I was like, I wonder what he's up to. And then he posted this video like a couple hours ago. So we're gonna be doing some reaction to this today. I was up in the top right for right now. Let's go ahead and we're gonna start. And then this is just gonna be like me as a 20-year-old, my reaction to the video. I've already started watching some of it, but you know whatever. Hopefully we won't get like copyright stricken or anything like that. Also, let me change my microphone levels right now, because I was realizing the other day that it's a little off. If I do this, does it? What if I do? Does it make it like it can pick up if I okay? That looks hopefully like it's good. I'll have to adjust it later or whatever. Yeah, we're just gonna get right into this.
Hey guys, it's definitely been a minute, and I have
This
to say
video is
it
just shitty
feels
quality,
kind of
that's
weird
me.
sitting here recording this video right now. I really wasn't sure if I'd ever upload again, to be honest, but recently my old lust for making some sort of content has reemerged, and I decided I'd bless your YouTube feeds with a little surprise upload.
Yeah, I mean, I get this, you know. Maybe not exactly like the same way. Like I've never been as like big and consistent on YouTube. I mean, I was whenever I was a little younger, but I definitely still feel the urge to make content every now and again, especially considering I'm streaming right now. Man.
As you can see by the title of today's video, it's not gonna be a generic champion build is.
We're gonna skip ahead a little bit. A lot of this is kind of like reintroduction. So okay, so
the
this
first
is
harsh lesson that
this is the first thing that he says.
my 20s has taught me. The first one that I think was a bit of a tough pill to swallow is that nobody really cares about your problems and your failures.
So first reaction to that, like being heard, like by me, is I don't like that. Just kind of sounds sad. Nobody cares about your problems and your failures. Like, I mean, honestly, like the people that I work with that are older, I guess for me, like I care about their problems, but it is I feel like a little more difficult for me to like relate to them, because their problems are like their kids are arguing with them, or you know, like they have to like worry about their bills and like pay mortgages, and you know, like financial stress through the world, right? And I'm like, I'm like, I like a girl and she doesn't like me back. Like I woke up today and I didn't want to be alive. Like that's my type of problem. You guys have actual like shit to be worried about. But it's also like I care about them and I want them to do better, or I want them to like be able to be happy, but at the same time, I feel like the older you get, the more reserved you get with people. Um and so it's like you're not going to go and like be like, "Oh, this is going on." Like you can talk to me about this stuff. Like if you want to, and like I'm going to be here for you and care about your problem. But I don't know, sometimes it's like it's weird. It's weird. It's really give or take because I'm not just gonna like sit there and listen to everybody's problems. I mean, I would, but there's definitely some people that I'm like I'm working and I don't talk to them outside of work. But I think this is also just kind of a bad take because I think people probably do care about your problems and failures whenever you're older. At least I would hope they would, right? Um, and he's gonna go on to explain this in a minute, but actually, we'll just do this and we'll talk about it.
The reality is that as you get older, life's challenges and life's problems are going to start stacking up, whether it's a health challenge, a financial struggle, a botched relationship, or just an existential crisis about the meaning of life itself. These struggles, they definitely don't get easier. If anything, they get harder.
So what I have to say about this is, um, I feel like that's difficult. Like how, like okay, so slash genuine, right? How how exactly are you supposed to let's say for instance, like one of my coworkers right now having really bad like hip issues. It's horrible. Like he has to go to the hospital. He has to like be put on meds. He can't do anything basically for like weeks on end, right? And like it feels bad like having to watch him go through that, because he's older, he has problems that he deals with, and it is just like life stuff, like you're gonna get injured, you're gonna have stuff that happens to you, and like I feel bad for him, and I wish that wouldn't happen, but at the same time, like the only thing that you can do for somebody like that is it's not even about being there for them, like if he wants me to like, or if I ask him if I can help, like the only thing I could help with is like I don't know, like remedial stuff, like I don't know, like helping him like carrying groceries or um like I can't do anything. Whenever it comes to like mental health stuff, it's like, oh well, like you can sit there and you can listen to them talk about it, and you can do that with physical stuff too, because it's like they're in pain, they just want to like have a way to get rid of it, but you can't just take that pain away, and you can't even like share that pain. I feel like whenever it's physical, you can't share that pain like you can mental pain. Like it doesn't feel better knowing that somebody else knows, right? Or that the burden is shared, because the burden isn't shared. And so it's like you care, like I feel like people do care about that stuff, and they're like, they want the people in their life to not have to suffer through that and to not have to deal with that. But it's not about like it's really about like what you like as you get older, you realize that there's stuff that you can and you can't do, and you can't take somebody's pain away. And I think in a world, hopefully the one that we live in, you can talk about that pain, and other people will like be there for you if you need help, and you know because they care about you, right? But at the same time, there's limitations to what people can do. Like people can't just automatically fix your hip for you, and it sucks. He's going to the doctor, he's getting better, but like that takes time, and it's the same thing with mental stuff. And so I don't think that that's a fair statement exactly. But let's keep watching.
But as you age and mature, you start to learn better coping mechanisms to deal with it. But it can get overwhelming a lot of the time. And while I think having friends and family to lean on is always helpful, the only person that's really gonna help you persevere through it is you.
And for this statement exactly, um, I feel like again, he said, like he said, he's 31. I'm 20. Okay, I'm turning 21 this year. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I think he's kind of right. In a sense, like the only person who can always be there for you is yourself. Because even if you have like a super stable relationship, even a super unhealthy relationship where you fully depend on somebody else, right? Like, even then, that person can't always be there for you. You know, that other person has stuff that they have to deal with. They have to live their life too. Um, but I think it's about like finding that balance. Like of course, it is like you learn healthier coping mechanisms or better coping mechanisms, but they're not exactly better, you know? I don't think closing yourself off and dealing with everything on your own is exactly a better coping mechanism or a healthier coping mechanism. Is it more sustainable? Yes. I think so. And that is the thing about trusting yourself. But the thing is, you can always have that trust in yourself, right? Like, I the way that I see it is you don't always have that trust in yourself. Me right now, I don't have trust in myself to deal with my emotions all the time. So I'm going to like ask other people for help. And so that's how unhealthy relationships are built whenever you're younger, right? You don't it's not that you trust other people with your emotions, it's that you don't trust yourself with your emotions. So you look for somebody else to trust with your emotions. And as you grow older, you start to trust yourself more with your emotions and you're like, I can deal with this. And so as you get older, it's more about trusting yourself with your emotions, saying like I can deal with this. I can like take accountability for everything. I know how to control myself and like when to take a step back, like what boundaries work for me. I'm going to give my trust to this person. And like of course I'll be fine on my own, but I'm going to let this person in. And so I think it is like you do learn that you can cope with yourself, but you should also be able to learn that you can cope with other people. And I mean, I don't know Heisman's situation, right? But I would hope that there's people in his life that he feels like okay to talk to. Um, I don't think he's saying like whenever you grow up like nobody cares about anything that you do. Everybody cares about themselves. I don't think that's the case. But if it is, I mean, whenever I grow up to be 30, right? Because I'll probably be 30 one day. Um, I'm not gonna be that person. I've I've I haven't thought too long and too hard about it, but I have like a rough estimate of who I want to be whenever I get to that stage of life where hopefully you kind of have your shit a little bit more together. And I want to be somebody who like cares about people and is there for people. Um, and not just people younger than me, but people older than me too, because everybody needs somebody. And maybe everybody doesn't need somebody, but everybody deserves somebody. Um, and that includes that includes you know like dealing with bad stuff that happens in your life. This is a psychology portion of the video, Keegan.
Trauma dumping on your friends, therapy, these things can be cathartic and give you some temporary relief, but most people are too busy managing their own mess.
And hey, I think that's a completely valid take. You know, a lot of people are busy dealing with their own shit, like you are. But that's it's not just about like trauma dumping with your friends or therapy or whatever the hell the other thing he said was, right? Trauma dumping to your friends and therapy, right? Like it's not just those things. Because those are both like kind of I would say honestly bad things. Trauma dumping to your friends and therapy, like you usually do therapy because you don't know what to do, right? Therapy is kind of like a no man's world type of scenario where you know, you don't, it's not exactly that you don't know what to do, but like you're kind of lost, and therapy is used to help you think. That's how I see therapy as, right? Is like therapy shouldn't be used to life skills that you didn't learn. Um and you know, trauma dumping to your friends is like nice and everything, but there's also a portion of it where it's like maybe it's not trauma dumping, maybe it's just genuinely talking to somebody, and you know, them not them being there to listen to you, but them being there to be like, hey man, you know, like I care about you, and like it's like I can't say it's gonna be okay, but like I'm here for you, you know, and like yeah, if you want them to give their opinion on something, that then they will, right? Because to me this sounds like a very like it sounds like a you like I see myself if I don't have friends in 10 years, this is what I see myself being like. Like it's not bitter, it just feels like kind of like hopeless. But at the same time, you know, there's still more to the video. That's just what I'm taking away from this. Is like it's not even about like short-term emotional release. It's about building trusting relationships with people. And you know, especially like nowadays, you know, you don't always get that. You know, lots of relationships are fake, lots of people are fake, lots of people make sporadic decisions, and that's just how life is. But it's about but it doesn't mean that like it's an end all be all. And I mean, I'm not, I can't speak for Heisman, right? But I would hope that it's a known thing of like maybe this is how life is now, but maybe it's not how it will be later for you. Maybe it's not how it is for everybody. Um, you know, life is an experience that's different for everybody, and it's different for yourself at different periods of time.
and give you some temporary relief, but most people are too busy managing their own mess. No one is coming to save you. Sympathy is temporary, responsibility is permanent. But
True. That is. I think that is a really good quote right there.
to save you. Sympathy is temporary, responsibility.
Sympathy is temporary, responsibility is permanent. Is such a good thing, like because it is just like a responsibility to not just yourself but to everybody you know to take care of yourself, right? And to like take care of the things around you. But I don't think sympathy is temporary. Like okay, no, sympathy definitely is temporary. Sympathy is temporary. Love doesn't have to be though. In my opinion, love is like a forever thing. Like if that makes sense. Like usually, you know, whenever you're younger, you'll be like, I love you," and it's stupid, you know. But I feel like most people I know, they've been like whenever they're older, they'll say that they love somebody, right? And they'll be together for like 5 years, and you know, like yeah, they have arguments, they have fights, and they love each other throughout the whole thing. And then at one point, you know, like year 5, big falling out, you know, everything sucks. A year later, they're like, yeah, like this person was kind of an asshole to me. Things were really shitty, and honestly, I'm kind of realizing things were pretty bad the whole way through. But I still love them. You know, I just don't really like them. Like what they did was was wrong, and you know, I don't want to deal with that anymore. But I still love them. You know, I still want the best for them. And that's not sympathy. That's just loving people. Um, so I think, and again, you know, I'm young. I don't have, I haven't lived as much as Heisman, but you know, for me, I hope that there's love in my future, and that the love that I give people right now, um, is good love. Like it's not something that's like, I love you, I hate you. You know, it is just like I love you and I care about you and I'm here for you, and I hope I hope that I can make that clear to people. Um, yeah, yeah.
Is permanent. But there
Dropping
is some
wisdom.
good that came out of this realization, and that's that once I realized no one cared about my failures, I stopped being afraid of failing.
Hey, hey. I will say this is. I mean, this is the true wisdom that I think got dropped. Is after realizing nobody cares about your failures, you stop being afraid of failing. And being afraid of failing. I mean, you could ask people. I feel like it's been a pretty big topic on the internet, um, like 2 to 4 years ago, probably. Like there was this big pandemic of people like going out and like doing like rejection therapy, where people just like go around and like ask random people out, or ask people to do stupid stuff just so they'll say no. And it's like kind of getting that like used to saying no thing, and it did kind of turn into this huge like kick streamer bullshit. But um it is like, you kind of, as you go on and you continue to think like about what people care about you, or like what people think about you, you know you'll start to be like, oh well, I can't fail, I can't do this wrong, I can't do this wrong. And every time you make a mistake, it looms over you. But you know I read something recently that was like, I think it was in my Don't Believe Everything You Think book. And it was like, the more you end up thinking about failing, the more likely you are to fail. Um, and so, you get in your own head about it so much and so much and so much that you just end up like, instead of doing what like what is conscious to you, like take for instance like a speed run for me. So you get, if you're already a failure, a wise man, Keegan. I don't know any failures. Um, but you So let's say I've speed ran Dark Souls 100 times. I have the path laid out in my head. I know what to do. But while I'm speed running, right? While I'm speed running, I'm constantly thinking about like, I can't mess this up. I can't mess this up. I can't mess this up. And so let's say I'm over fighting Belfry gargoyles, the gargoyles, and I know it's so fucking easy to kill those guys, right? To get up there, to run through the halls. I know I need to do the elevator, and I'm just like, I'm so worried that I'm going to fail that like on my way up to the stairs, the guy kites me out, and or the fencer knight kites me out, and I don't make it up the stairs, or the channeler gets a soul arrow off on me, or I go up to Bell Gargoyles and I just get caught in the fire breath because I'm so worried that I'm going to fail that I can't just do what I'm naturally doing. Because now I'm not just focused on doing what I naturally do, but I'm also focused on not failing. So now I'm focused on two things instead of one. And that was really eye-opening for me. It not like super eye-opening in the way of like everything clicked, but it made me think like maybe there is some aspect to like you being so worried about failing is what causes you to fail. And I think that this is definitely one way to learn that, is that whenever you believe that people don't care about you and don't care about what you do, that they also don't care about your failures, or you don't care that they care about your failures. And so you just do what you want to do, unfiltered, unadulterated, like unequivocally yourself. And that's where some of the best moments of your life can come from. That's where people create some of their finest art. That's where people make some of the best music. That's where some people make careers that build them a lifetime. I mean, it's also where some people become mass murderers. But that's, it's something that you trust yourself with. And you don't let that bitterness or you don't let it turn into bitterness and hatred. You let it turn into creativity and to becoming who you truly are. Because I think there is a lot to be said about, not being afraid of failing.
Extremely important.
Let's continue
to
onwards.
Develop a good relationship with yourself, because
True.
That's the only person that you can truly count on throughout all of life's bullshit.
And
And I think this
again, I said that earlier, but I think he said it better. You are the only person you can always count on for life's bullshit, or you should always be able to count on. Like right now, I feel like I can't always count on myself, but hopefully later on in life I would. But it's not about you're the only person you can count on, right? It's about you're the only person you can count on all the time, or you're the only person you should be able to count on all the time, but there are other people who you should be able to count on, or you should be able to talk to about stuff. And I would honestly even say count on. Like, I would hope that everybody has somebody in their life. I'm a big support system group guy now, after I've learned like so much about support systems and like especially how I've lived my life. Like not having a support system my entire life, just having people around me who are like not even positive but like are there is such a freeing thing, and it's such a positive thing. And like now that I have that, even if it's not like super support system, I honestly like it just makes me want to be there for everybody even more. And it's like, because some people just still don't have that, and that's so sad. Where I think there, like I said, I think there is something to be said about, you know, like you should be able to rely on yourself for everything that happens, right? But you shouldn't have to. You and what's even worse is you shouldn't feel like you have to, because that is a trap. Um, you know, if you ever remember going to school, right? A lot of people, they go to school. I hated going to school because I'm sitting in there and I'm doing a science class and a social study class that I don't want to fucking do. Like science is cool. I want to learn about like forensics and stuff. But Jesus Christ, man, it's boring learning about like the human body, like the skeleton. I don't care about that. I'm sure there's some cool stuff about it, but it's because it's like it's common core stuff, you know? So it's like you have to learn this. Or I'm learning about fucking geometry. I don't care about shapes, man. Put me in calculus. I don't want to learn about this. I care about the numbers. But because it's you are being forced to learn something you don't want to learn, right? You start to resent it. You know, you're like, it's not like, oh, I have to learn this because it's good for me, or I have to learn this and I want to learn this. It's like, I have to learn this because it's the only option. There is no other option. And being in that position of, I have to rely on myself because it's the only thing I can rely on, is such a trap, because it makes, like, there is so much resentment in that statement. Not just resentment towards other people either, like towards society for like not having anybody near you, but also resentment towards yourself. Because you know, in some parts, right, it is kind of a thing of, you know, if you're in the mindset of it, like you'll hate yourself for not having those people around you because you might think it's your fault. You know, you make mistakes, you don't know how to manage your emotions. And for me, that's what I'm kind of going through right now. Is in the past I didn't know how to manage emotions, and so it just feels like I've ruined every single relationship I've had, like friendship, relationship. But the truth is that relationships are two-way streets, you know. And people and you can help other people grow even if they fuck with you, even if they mess up. And feeling like you have to be better to have anything. I mean, there is some parts where it's good because it's like, whatever. But you know, like whenever you do something wrong and you feel guilty about it, you don't, there is sometimes where you feel like you have to be better. But a lot of that is like you want to be better because you don't want to be that person. But whenever you feel like, you know, you're trying your best to have relationships with people, have healthy relationships, you know, you're trying your best, and people just don't reciprocate it or something like that, it can turn into a lot of resentment towards yourself because you feel like you're doing something wrong. And maybe you are. And maybe, you know, you're asking like, hey, what am I doing wrong? And they're like, you're not doing anything wrong. I just don't like you. And it can turn into this kind of hatred for yourself. Anyways.
Leads perfectly into the second harsh reality that I learned. And it's actually the polar opposite. The second harsh reality that I learned in my 20s is that nobody cares about your successes or accomplishments either.
Hey. Now this one I don't know about. I think this one does have quite a bit of truth to it because, you know, like there is kind of just the normal thing of like, oh, like every year you get older, you know, like every time you get older, like people celebrate your birthday less and less, right? Like that's the most obvious one. But I think it's just like things like if this is true, right? Let's say for instance this is true. My theory would be that people value certain things that are repetitive less and less, but people still would care about like your big successes. You know, like maybe like hey, like a year sober, right? Or like you just got this huge new promotion, this huge new job. It's not about like you won a soccer match, people are going to cheer for you, you know. You I don't made an origami crane for the first time, your whole family's going to love you. But I think whenever you have big successes like hitting 100K subscribers on YouTube, which I think Heisman has hit, right? Yeah, like almost 300K, right? Even 300K, I'd be like, yeah, let's celebrate that. That's huge. Like, you're doing something. You know, if like whenever I make like longer form videos about stuff, I put like a lot of work and effort into them. I don't always celebrate, but like I tell people about it, and people are just genuinely happy for me. They're like I'll be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like I'll make a song, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, and I get happy for myself, and other people get excited for me too, because you know they see that I care about it. And again, I think that maybe that's just the thing about people, but I don't know. I would hope that people care about your successes in the future, but you know, for Heisman, it sounds like that's not the case.
Your own personal wins matter way less to others than you think, and way more to you than anyone else. We kind of live in this flex culture nowadays where successful
I think that they matter way more to you than they do to anyone else. I think that'll always be true. I don't think people would understand exactly how much you care about stuff. I think whenever you succeed in something that you really aspire to do, you'll just kind of naturally be more excited than other people would, because it's your thing. You know, you did it. But I don't know.
People like to throw it in your face. You'll see things on social media like,
holy shit! Whoa!
$dollars doing something, and here's how I did it. Or,
okay, those people just kind of suck, though.
Or
to be
I
fair.
lost 100 pounds and became an absolute Chad in the gym. Here's what I did to get it. And there's nothing inherently wrong with wanting to share your accomplishments with others, but most people see that and it can have the opposite effect intended.
Well, okay, I feel like that's a difference. You know, if you're like, I did this and here's how I did it, you're just bragging. You're bragging. Be fucking for real. If you're like, I did this and I'm so grateful for everything, like everything I've been through and all the people who helped me through this, I think that's genuine. And that's not bragging about it. That's just being like actually grateful for everything that's happened and everything you've been through and all the people. And other people would be excited for you. I think there's a big difference between being genuine and bragging about shit. I don't know.
Instead of inspiring people to go out and get rich or to go on a fitness journey, sometimes it'll just make people feel bad about themselves and make them further relish on the fact that they aren't as successful as you.
Nah. To be fair, that's... I think I used to be like that, you know? There was somebody that I knew in middle school, whenever I first started doing YouTube, like towards the end of middle school, or it was beginning of high school, I think. And it was like a common knowledge that I had a YouTube channel, and I'd be like, yeah, I stream, I have like 500, I had like 300 subs at that point. And this guy was like spamming like Fortnite fucking clip videos, like music edits, and he was like, I just hit 500 subscribers. And he would be like, kind of like talking down to me. He'd be like, oh, I just hit 500 subs, like, you're still back there, you whatever, like, do you want some help or something like that? And it's like, I'm happy that you hit 500 subs, right? You know, okay. Like, why are you telling me? If you're just like, hey man, I have 500 subs, like, would you want to celebrate with me? Like, yeah, Fuck yeah, man, that's awesome. You know, I have 300 subs, you just hit 500. Whoa, that's insane. But it's not that. You know, there's intent behind it. And the intent isn't to help, it's to brag. It's to boast about what you've done. Um there is definitely pride in it. But there's good pride, as in, like, you know, I'm proud of what I've done and I want to share this moment with everybody else, versus like, I'm proud of what I've done and I want to tell everyone about it. Like, I want everyone to know. Um you can't always control how other people react to stuff. Like, I think I probably wasn't a bad mindset back then. And so I could have, like, nowadays, if they were to be like, I just hit 500 subs, or I guess now it'd be like 1,000 because I'm at like 800. But if they're like, I just hit 1,000 subs, you know, I just got monetized on YouTube, I'd be like, that's sick, man. And if they were like, do you want to know like how I did it? Like, do you want to like collab or something sometime? And then like I can get you some more subs. I'd be like, no, but like if you want to celebrate, like I'm all for that, man. That's sick. Um, because, you know, I'm confident in my own ability. Like, I like what I do. You know, I like streaming the way I stream. I like uploading whenever I upload. I like what I do. I'm comfortable where I am. And like, of course, you know, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers, right? I want to hit 1,000,000 subscribers one day, probably. But that's my thing. That's my journey. And I can take some time off of my journey to celebrate yours. I think that should be a human thing. And some people don't feel that. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't like lumping everybody into a group.
And it's not just the internet where this can happen, it happens in real life interactions all the same. External validation has a half life. And even your most proud accomplishments, your greatest wins, get you 10 seconds of applause.
That was a sick as fuck clip. That was sick.
No one is going to give you a trophy because you achieved something.
Why would you want a trophy, though? Is 10 seconds of applause not enough? Question mark? Like, 10 seconds of applause is still, like, appreciation and, like, fulfillment for what you've done. Like, maybe, yeah, not everybody's gonna, like, go out and be, like, crown you king, right? But that's still appreciation. That's still valuing your accomplishments. Like, they shouldn't have to, like, put you up on a pedestal for doing something that you wanted to do. Like, you know, you did something you thought you could do and you wanted to do. Like, and I knew you could do it. Like, it's not, like, it's, you know, I'm glad that you got there, but I knew you could do it. You know? It's happy, I want to celebrate, but at the same time, yeah, like, I am still living my life. I have other stuff that I want to do, and I'd hope you'd give me my 10 seconds if I told you that I did something I wanted to do. You don't need a trophy. Your trophy is the memories that you make because you tell people, not even because you tell people of what you did, but because you did it. And because you want to share that experience. I don't know. That's my perspective on it.
The only person who will truly lend you the pat on the back that you think you deserve is, once again, you.
I don't think so. I mean, I do agree. I think you probably are the only person who would, like, you know, be like, oh, yeah, I kind of killed that. And you would value it as much as you should. But that's because you value it the way that you should. Like, maybe some people would overvalue it. Maybe some people would, like, go crazy and be like, 1,000,000 subs! Like, like, I'm not saying that it's not, like, a huge thing or is a huge thing, but everybody values stuff differently, right? And I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna say that it sounds like you're unappreciative, because, I mean, to be fair, like, the people in your life that are giving you those 10 seconds, I mean, they could just be fake. They could be a fake 10 seconds. But at the same time, you're the person who has to value it the way that you want it valued. So if you want to go out and tell people, like, I just hit 250,000 subscribers. Like I'm in here. I'm trying to put myself in his shoes like as much as I can. And of course I'm not living his life, but if it's like, okay, let's say I was to tell people I hit 1,000 subscribers, or more realistically, that I released my first album, and I think it's a huge deal. I've been working on this thing for like 3 years now, so I'm like, guys, can we celebrate? Like, can we go out and like do something? Like, that's huge for me. Then it's up to other people to like kind of reciprocate that. But if you're just going up to people and being like, hey man, like I just dropped this new album, this is sick, and they're like, yeah, this is sick, congrats man, they like give you a pat on the back, maybe give you a hug, like I'm proud of you, and you're expecting them to kind of like give you that, like, we should go out and celebrate. That's not up to them. Like, you can't put that on them, you can, but they're like, what are they going to do, read your mind? Like, you can also, like, I used to think, like, why does nobody ever talk to me, right? Like, why does nobody ever reach out and talk to me? And I still do sometimes, right? But at the end of the day, I can also reach out and talk to them. Every single time I say, why don't they reach out and talk to me? I can also talk to them. And I can also say, hey, I know that I've been noticing that, like, I message you a lot, and like you respond a lot, but I don't, if like it feels like you never like intentionally message me, and I've just been thinking about it a lot and wondering what's going on. Like, you can do that. So I don't know.
Your pride and your validation, it needs to come from within. Don't try to accomplish things for external validation.
That's a good one too.
Do it for the
You should never do something for external validation. Never. But you can.
Internal validation. That is the key. If no one really cares when you win, you're finally free to win for yourself. So let's move on to the next harsh reality that I learned in my 20s. And that's this. Anything that feels good without effort is dangerous. For me, the biggest culprit of this has...
Anything that feels good without effort is dangerous. How do I feel about that? My base reaction is definitely just to call it stupid, but let me sit back and think for a minute. Because I think there is something to be said about that. But I think it's kind of bad, maybe. Because what I'm thinking about right now is, like, anything is dangerous. Anything can be dangerous. And at the same time, effort is such a term. Like, okay, to make that statement make sense, for some people, effort is just sending a text message, right? But for some people, effort is like sending a text message is just like another part of their daily routine. They're not putting any effort into that, and it could still feel good for them. Like, for me, like, I do put effort into some text messages whenever it's like something important, but other than that, like, just talking to people, I feel like that doesn't require any effort from me, because it's just something that I do. It's not like, there are some times that I go out of my way to talk to people, but I don't see that as effort. And like, it feels good. So, and maybe there is something like slightly wrong with that, But even okay, let's fully listen to this point, because I feel like maybe I'm getting misled.
I developed a very unhealthy relationship with marijuana in 2020 during COVID, which I think a lot of us did. Maybe not with weed, but with some form of cheap dopamine. And
hey, I did that with ice cream, by the way.
Back to normal, it wasn't as easy as we thought it would be to drop those bad habits and go back to our old selves. And I'm certainly guilty of this myself. For the better part Of the next 5 years, I became a huge stoner.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that is just like the world kind of fell to shit then, and everybody's still recovering. But I don't know.
Smoking every single night, sometimes even during the day, just masking every negative emotion with a cheap dopamine fix. The biggest problem with this is that short-term relief quietly replaces long-term progress, and dopamine with no friction trains avoidance.
True. That is very true, and that's actually a really good perspective on that. Sorry, there like my finger is just in a lot of pain right now. I'm trying to see why, but I feel the same way with ice cream. I know it's not like weed, but or like alcohol, but I spend a lot of money on ice cream, right? Like it's a very bad thing, and it is kind of like my coping mechanism because there are sometimes that I just don't know how to deal with emotion, or I feel so bored that I'm like I would rather just talk to people, right? And I've been doing a lot of listening on how you should just let yourself be with your mind and let yourself problem solve. And I think everybody's still kind of recovering from that, or they've just accepted that their mind is the way it is and that they can't be by themselves, right? But at EOD, end of the day, it's it's kind of on you to realize that, or even like you could have other people like help you realize that. Um but addiction does train avoidance of emotions, and honestly, like from what I'm hearing, it just sounds like Heisman has had a rough life. And I'm not gonna say he's learning the wrong things, but I think everybody's still just recovering from everything. Like the last few years of life, just in general, especially like in America, has been very chaotic compared to what it was. Where like everything's all over the place. Like it's definitely been really chaotic in America in the past. Like I'm not saying that it hasn't been, but it felt like such a paradigm shift where it's really just like one thing after the next now. Like I feel like there was like a couple years where it was like things would happen and they would be outstretched, right? Where it's like things are happening for like 5, 10, 15 years. They're long drawn out battles that have hopefully like viable conclusions and things that make sense, but like of course like things still go on today that like are remnants of things that have happened. But it's like how situationships are such a big thing right now, where and they have been over the past few years where you start to fall for somebody, you never really talk about it, it's like on and off, like will they, won't they, and it's such a mess and it's so disgusting. And it's like that because there's so much happening all at the same time, and it's not all getting avoided, but it's all just kind of getting written off until it all kind of piles up into one. And like that's what has been happening for at least like the past like 7 or 8 years now, where things aren't getting the effort and the time they deserve to reach proper conclusions, and nobody is actually talking about how everything is like all piling up. Like it's always like we're talking about this or this or this or this or this, and it's like the problem, like yes, this or this or this or this or this is the problem, right? But they are all problems that are happening at the same time. They're happening consecutively. And whenever they were problems originally, we didn't reach conclusions on them. We didn't give them the time and space we need to let them breathe out. And we didn't give them the effort and the attention that they deserved. And I think it's a lot of like government shit that's really stupid, but like all that stuff still affects us. That's why there's like so much wage stuff going on. There's so much global warming. There's still a lot of like racism that's going on, like just flagrant racism, and honestly like segregation. That's why a lot of deportation is going on, like with ICE right now. Like all of these things, like the battle never ended. It just got pushed to the side in favor of something bigger. But that doesn't mean that the thing ended. And especially with COVID hitting, it's like everybody's separating even more. I say that it's like everybody's still recovering from these things, but you can't recover from something that hasn't ended. Like, nobody's recovering. People are just trying to get through everything. And it's such a messy time for everybody in life right now. And I mean, I'm not going to say there's genuinely nothing we can do, but the closest thing we can do to have it work is to stop avoiding everything, and to be like, these are all problems and we won't accept like standing by and just like waiting for somebody else to solve them anymore. Like, these are all problems. We need to talk about all of them, not just one, and one after the other, after the other, after the other, because it's all affecting us. And, we definitely should talk about them all like one at a time. We don't need to jumble them up, but like, we should have had conclusions on these, and we don't. And everybody's trying to move on from it and be better, but it's hard. It's hard, and it's difficult, and it's messy, and everyone's suffering because of it, and nobody knows what to do, and that's what it is. That's what it is. And it sucks, and it blows, and I mean, like, what can you do about it? Except for just tell people like, hey, you know, this is this is still a problem. And I don't know how to solve it, but I care about it. And a lot of people don't do that anymore. It's because it's been kind of a learned thing that you can care about problems all you want, but like, nothing will happen.
The bottom line is, if it feels good immediately and asks nothing from you in return, it's probably borrowing from your future. In
Hey, ice cream. I'm gonna have diabetes in 2 days.
other words, these easy escapes come at a cost. For me, it was complacency that started to rear its head, no longer caring about some of my long-term goals. I thought I found a cheat code to feeling happy, to feeling whole. But in reality, what I found was a dopamine loan. And the thing with loans is, eventually, they have to be paid back with interest. Whether it's weed, nicotine, alcohol, gambling, doom scrolling, junk food, or dare I say it, extensive gaming,
Whoa.
it's gonna satisfy you at a cost. And I'm not saying that you can't partake at all, but you have to treat these cheap dopamine fixes for what they are and not let it run your entire day.
I mean, I think that's a really fair point. I think there is something to be said that society is moving towards shorter term dopamine fixes. But I think it also is a thing to where, he even said, like, you can do this stuff, but you can't let it control you. You can't let it, like, take over your life. And it's hard to find that balance.
Even as I sit here recording this, it's something that I still struggle with, and I don't know if I'll ever fully overcome some of my addictions, but by at least acknowledging it, by setting a small goal, something attainable, I can at least set myself on the right track moving forward.
I'll be one to talk about this. Like, I talk about my ice cream addiction sometimes like it's a joke, but genuinely, like today, this right here, besides this fettuccine lean cuisine that I had for lunch today, is the only actual food I've eaten today. I've only had ice cream besides this, because I'm kind of an emotional mess. But I'm nearly 100% sure he would agree with me on this. Um, Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. There are some points where, like, you don't know what else to do to deal with stuff. Like, for me, coping would be spending time with other people. Like, if I could just have other people in my life, like, over to, like, play music with or play games with, to just spend time with, right? I feel like I could stop eating as much ice cream. But I don't. And that's because I'm not fully comfortable in my own skin, right? I'm not fully comfortable with who I am. And of course, the goal is to become fully comfortable with who I am. But the more I lean into ice cream, the more I lean into that addiction, or not even addiction, I wouldn't call it that. It's like, the more I lean into that vice, which is what it is. It's a vice. The more I lean into that, the more I lean out of being comfortable with myself. So you have to be able to find that middle ground, and it's hard. It's really difficult. Um, and there is some complacency in it. Like right now, I'm kind of fine with like spending a lot of money on it, with doing what I do, because it's like, well, it's how I'm getting by. That's how you rationale it, right? You say, this is how I'm getting by. This is how I'm living my life. Because if I don't do this, I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. But at some point, you have to say, at some point, at some times, you have to say, I can't deal with this right now, but I'm gonna try. I'm not just going to jump onto this like eating ice cream, or onto smoking a bowl, or onto drinking my heart out, right? I'm going to take some time and feel these emotions, and feel what I'm doing, and maybe think about what I want to do, think about how this is affecting me. Bulimia has always been a really, really big part of my life, and it's always been such a big vice for me. And I don't think I've ever said that before. Eating disorder has always been such a big part for me. And it's how I was able to stay in shape for so long, in shape. But I know, like, even now, I'm realizing, like, it takes away. It's probably cut off a lot of years of my life, and it's scary. It's very scary. But I do it because I'm scared of something else. I'm scared of the other options. And it's something that you have to, like, like, for me, it literally was no cost. It's like, I can eat what I want to eat. I can eat all this dog shit, right? And then I can just throw it all up, and I'll still be at the same weight. Whoa. But that's not true. Like almost 2 years ago now, I was in the hospital because I ended up losing so much potassium in my body, and I ended up losing so much weight that I couldn't like function as a human being. I could barely stand for longer than like 10 minutes at a time, and it was bad. It was bad, and it's like, well, yeah, I was skinny. I was skinny. I was also a walking corpse. I was also basically dead. I couldn't do anything I wanted to do. I was a horrible person to everybody around me and to everything around me. And now I have to live knowing a lot of the stuff that I've done because I because I thought an answer was so simple. And so I think there is a lot of truth to what he's saying, where if something just brings you immediate happiness with no effort, then it is dangerous. But I think anything can be dangerous. And well, I think you should probably question a lot of stuff. I think there is also something to be said where sometimes it's okay to just accept the happiness and to maybe think about it later. There is definitely times where it's like, hey, take a step back. But I would hope that at some point in your life, like hopefully later on in Heisman's life, or even now, he can start to feel that immediate happiness with no effort and not automatically have to question it. And it won't be something bad. Like, I feel like a lot of love is an effort thing, right? Being in a relationship is an effort thing. But at the same time, it is sometimes not an effort thing. Sometimes you just love people for who they are, and whenever they don't put effort in. And I don't know.
And so that's what I've been doing. And since I've listed a bunch of activities to be wary of, let me list some other activities that I think you should absolutely be incorporating into your day. The first one is something that I think you probably already know, and that's exercise.
Exercise.
Weightlifting in the gym, which is what I do, cardio, basketball with the boys.
Yeah, I will say, I'm a big runner. I've been a big runner for a little bit now. But that's just for like air capacity. That's because of problems with eating disorders. Another thing that happened because of like the way that I do things, and I'm trying to change sometimes, but I'm not in a good place right now to change. Maybe I should just like try and fully commit. I don't know though. But yeah, I do agree. Like just moving is a very good thing.
Even just going for a walk, it will give you a very powerful endorphin. But unlike the vices I listed previously, you're earning that chemical reaction. You experience.
I wouldn't exactly say that. I think exercise or movement does sometimes bring happiness or a good like endorphin, but at the same time, it's not always a good thing. IMO. I think there are some times where it's like you're sad and you shouldn't be moving around. You should just sit with that feeling for a little bit. Like you don't have to exercise to put out emotions. Although you should try and move around like a little bit every day, I do think. Just to, keep your body moving, keep your blood flowing. But I don't know.
Experience some pain, and in return, you get pleasure debt-free.
You get pleasure, you experience some pain, and in return, you get pleasure debt-free. Bro is into flogging for sure.
Another activity that has massively helped me in my life is reading. Reading is something that humans have been doing for literally thousands of years. And unlike scrolling on social media, reading a good book, fiction or nonfiction, literally retrains your attention span.
I would say yeah. I think reading is good. I'm not the best at reading. My attention span is pretty short. I was also told whenever I was younger that I probably have ADHD, and my parents never wanted to diagnose me, so it might be a little more difficult for me to do that, but I don't know. No excuses. I have balls. But I think I think reading is definitely a good thing. I've been trying to read a bit more recently, and it has been a very nice thing to do. Even if not, just for like, attention span things, reading is a decision you actively have to take. You can sit there and doom scroll through your phone, and you could watch every single video and like try and learn stuff, and you're gonna forget it as soon as you watch the next video. And you could do that with books as well, right? But you have to actively choose to read. You don't have like all these bright colors in front of you, like all this stuff that's like attention grabbing. It is just words, okay? And you have to choose like whether you want to watch it or not, or like whether you want to read it or not. And it is I don't know how exactly to explain it. I think it is. I agree with reading.
Forces you to focus on something for a long period of time.
But at the same time, while I think reading is a good one, I don't think it has to be reading. Honestly, I'd say art, crocheting, just like a hobby that takes time, and very little effort. I'm not saying that art takes very little effort, but like you can do art with very little effort. Just doodling, right? Doing something not seriously for just for the fun of it, right? Just for the hell of it. I read to learn a lot. And I'm trying to start reading to just like enjoy stuff again, but it is a little difficult, but I do agree that like having low stress, low effort activities that are enjoyable for you, but still like require time and effort is a good thing to do. And I think reading is one of those.
And more.
So that's what I'd say about that. Reading is a good one. I think probably like crocheting, any form of art. It could even be something like if you can do it well enough, I'd say even just listening to music, and trying to like actually listen to the songs. But
more than that, it's remarkably therapeutic. Nothing hits harder than a good story. Feeling lonely? Open up a book and you'll learn that even someone from 100 years ago was going through something very similar to what you're going through. And that feeling is powerful.
Nah, his ass got knocked out. How the fuck is he all the way over there? He's 10 fucking light years away from his fucking blue and red.
The last activity I'll leave you with is simply to create something. It can be literally anything too. Drawing, painting, cooking, content creation. Yes, I'm practicing what I preach right now by making this video. The bottom line.
Okay, I don't agree with that. I don't think you're practicing what you preach whenever you say that. I think this video was probably made for a purpose other than like low effort creativity. I think that like creativity comes from not exactly from inspiration. It can come from inspiration, but it comes from the mind. And this feels less like creativity and more like this is my wisdom that I'm going to bestow upon you. This feels more like a helpful video than a creative video. And while I think good art is creative or is helpful, I think it isn't made to be helpful, and I think this was made to be helpful.
And is
That's just what
do
I'm getting though.
something, anything that stops the constant flood of inputs and instead gives your brain the ability to output. Because
And I think really what this is trying to say, what this should be saying is, um, stop consuming everything all the time. Um, if you just keep consuming and consuming and consuming, you're going to hate yourself most likely. Or your life is you're probably you probably do not feel fulfilled. Um, and so the longer that you sit doing activities that require you to like think or be with yourself, the more creative you will be, and then you can output, and then you release that creativity.
your brain needs this, and without it, you will start to go crazy.
Yeah, I think probably like the easiest way to say this is some people create videos um to share their experiences or to like to make money and to grow as a creator. And some people make videos because they want to make videos. I think Markiplier is probably the best example of this. I feel like Markiplier, from what I understand, has always been a creator who makes videos because he wants to make videos, not because he wants to have a channel. If that makes sense. It's like um working to live or living to work, you know? If you work to live, working is the secondary thing, living is the primary thing. If you live to work, working is the primary thing, living is the secondary thing. And the easiest way to dumb this down is you have to work to live. You can't live to work. Um and there was a person whoever this is going to be such a bad way of saying this, but whoever cheated on Lily Pichu, right? The person who made the video coming back after that whole scenario. I think I remember a clip from their video where they said at some point um my I had loved doing what I did, and I turned it into a career, and I wanted to share it with the world. But then at some point what I liked doing became my job or something like that. Like it became less of a hobby and more of a job. So they kind of felt like more like they had to do it than they wanted to do it. And that's the trap. That's the trap. IMO.
And that brings me to the last harsh reality on my list today, and it's probably the scariest, at least for me, and it's that time starts moving faster as you age. And
Not true. Not true. I don't think that's true. Um I think probably time I think it definitely does start to move faster, but I think even like when I was in high school, time was already flying by. And I think that's mainly because your attention span is a little shorter and you do a lot of stuff on autopilot. You know, like whenever you're growing up, you are still learning how to do stuff. Whenever you grow up, right? Whenever you are in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, you're doing stuff subconsciously that you used to have to think about. So, like earlier in life, things took 30 minutes because you were paying attention to what you were doing and you were focusing on it the whole time. Now, stuff takes 30 minutes to do and it just happens like that because it's second nature. So, if you want your life to like feel longer, just keep doing different things. Just keep learning. IMO. That's how I feel about that, and I could just be wrong. I could be wrong.
Literally, but your perception of time does change a lot as you get older, and it's become a lot more noticeable now that I'm in my 30s. Think about it this way: when you're 10 years old, 1 year of time going by is literally 10% of your life, or really more like 20%, since you don't really start perceiving time until you're 5 anyways.
Also, this is low-key nostalgia bait.
But when you're 29, 1 year feels like nothing, because compared to the rest of your life, 1 year really isn't all that much time.
Hey, pro tip, don't compare it to the rest of your life. Whoa.
And I swear, sometimes I just think about the fact that it's the year 2026 and I get this existential terror because where the fuck did the last 6 years go? Years are starting to feel like months to me, and then months, they're starting to feel like weeks. Until next thing you know, you're plucking a gray hair from your head or staring at your face in the mirror and thinking, holy fuck, I look old. I do this all the time, and it's probably the scariest thing that I encounter on a daily basis.
Also, he literally said it early in the video. That's the thing about complacency. Being complacent with where you are will make time go faster. At least that makes sense to me. Like, if somebody was to do research on that and it was to come out as true, I'd be like, yeah, I understand that. Because it's like, if you're happy with where you are, why would time not fly by? Like, you're not doing anything new. You're not, like, stuff is already being fulfilling. Like, at this point, you're just living your life. You know? Like, you're living your life on repeat, kind of. So, it just kind of makes sense to me. I don't know how exactly to explain it. That's such a based opinion.
And I think the main side effect of this is that the feeling of novelty starts to disappear. The feeling of experiencing something for the first time, seeing something for the first time. Things that once excited you.
Yo, why the fuck did Vel'Koz just teleport top? What? Report that guy. What? Find that guy's account.
May now feel incredibly dull. And this is why I think most people start to have children in their 30s, because...
SSS Demon. Wow, you ranked up fast. What the Oh, and you're not doing fan games, right?
You start to feel like you've seen it all, and now you want to give someone else those same experiences, almost reliving some of your best childhood memories. And unfortunately, this just continues to get worse.
Nostalgia bait, by the way.
When I'm 50, I'm sure I'll be saying the same thing that I am now, only it'll be about missing my time as a 31-year-old. Nostalgia really is just one hell of a drug, and I find myself reminiscing a lot. Just like
nostalgia
when I was sitting in my car reading comments on my YouTube videos from 10 years ago. And there's no real solution that I've found to this problem, but I think Andy from The Office said it best. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left.
No. I'm just gonna end this video here. I think, honestly, I think everything's nostalgia bait. You never know the good. You never fully realize the good things until they're gone. Is such a good statement. But that's really just like, it wasn't the good old days. You know, the truth is, it wasn't the good old days. Every day is the good old days in the future. Because some days will just suck, right? But some days are. I don't even know how to explain it. The best way I can put it is, when are you going to start living your life? Because be fucking for real, okay? You didn't start living your life 10 years ago. Like, you tried to start living your life 10 years ago. But the truth is, you started living your life today. Not yesterday, and you'll start living your life again tomorrow. Because living your life isn't something that you actively choose to do. It's just something that you always start doing. Because you're always living your life. You know, some days are going to suck. Some days are going to be good. Some days are going to be bad. Right? But every day can be one of the good old days. Because you can always choose to enjoy the moments in life as they're happening, not as they were. You know, like, it's kind of corny, but objects in the rearview mirror are closer than they appear, you know? The truth is, you're going to view the past life with rose-tinted glasses because it already happened and because you've already learned from it. Like, I don't know how else to put it, but all I'm saying, nostalgia bait. It's nostalgia bait. Anyways, it's Terraria time, y'all. This is, Jabamba Banoclot. Jabamba Banoclot. Jabamba Banoclot. Jabamba Banoclot. Okay. This is my homie right here. Oh yeah. I don't know what exactly I want to play here. I normally just go full melee because I love my yo-yos. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do. Look at my guy. I normally homeless guy bob it up, but I'm not feeling homeless guy bob. Also, should I dye my hair again? I kind of want to dye my hair. I was talking to one of my coworkers about that today. They're like, have you ever dyed your hair? Except for the one time that I remember you dyeing it. And I was like, yes. And I kind of want to do it again. Also, let me put on my black. Oh yeah. Oh. He's got a trench coat. This is a job reference, by the way. Whoa. Where is... I need double black here. Wait, are my pants black? Yeah, they are. And then my shoes are like green. But like a darker green. Oh yeah. There we go. Jabamba Banaklat! Jabamba Banaklat. Alright, let's go. Do we maybe small? I think maybe small. And we gotta master mode this. Master mode. I kind of want corruption, maybe. Yeah, I normally do crimson. We'll do corruption. Jabamba Banaklat. But yeah, that, I mean, you guys know I like talking about, you know, psychiatry and like therapy and stuff. I've always been a big fan of that stuff. So it is kind of nice to. Whoa! What the what? What is this? Yo, whose man is this? Yo, somebody get this motherfucker out of here. Nah, that's not my guide. That is not my guide. Oh, this is really loud. Audio. Seriously, still? Holy, this is loud. Well, okay, but we're gonna turn down a little bit more. No, I do really like talking about like mental health and stuff. I think I would like to kind of do, maybe that would be a cool thing, like a cool idea, like a mental health podcast. Just talking to people, like streamers and stuff. That'd be fun. Kind of talking about mental health and like forming a mental health community online. Kind of like Healthy Gamer GG does, but not talking as like therapist, but just talking as people. And I know that Dr. K is like he is a counselor, I believe. Like he's a like licensed psychiatrist or therapist or whatever. You know, he spent years of his life learning about this stuff. But I think it'd be nice to just like culture or grow a community of people who like are open about issues on the internet, not just as like trying to get better, but just as like being open, you know? I'm a big fan of people being people on the internet. Like people like not running away from who they are. And kind of like I don't even know. Yeah, Terraria's on. We in the Terraria on this one. Holy, corruption located. But I don't know. I think that'd be super nice. Maybe we can get I'm cooked. Oh, okay. Maybe I can get like a pro gamer back on here. But no, it would be nice to just talk to some people. Like maybe I could get some coworkers on here. Maybe I get Keegan on here. We get Keegan on for the mental health migraine hour, is what we call it. We just talk about mental health for an hour. I feel like it would be nice to just like have a podcast where you just like spend time talking to each other. That'd be so peak. Keegan's like, I would never want to do that. This sucks. Maybe I do some Faz tomorrow night. I don't know. What even is tomorrow? Sunday? Tomorrow night, Sunday night. Oh, I'm super busy on Monday. I forgot about that. Yes, okay. I can't stream Monday, and I think I don't exactly have plans on Tuesday, but I might kind of have plans on Tuesday. It kind of depends. Yo, no offense, but could you guys leave me alone? Holy shit, I'm cooking. Holy fish, I'm cooking. Who needs mental health when you have guitar? True. True. Dude, I keep thinking about I can't say it on stream, but there's this like super I would say it's super funny. There's this like thing that people say online, and I find it so hilarious. So funny. I'll tell you after stream. I was walking through the mall the other day, and I was saying it. No, I can't do anything. Turtle. I guess I just gotta dig straight down. I love how this is supposed to be like terarria and psychology thing, and then I spent an hour and like 10 minutes dissecting a 10-minute long video. Hey, that's what happens. I be feeling like Hasanabi, man. Okay. No, I don't know. I kind of wanted to do some like Mega Man Battle Network collection, but I don't know. I don't really feel like doing Let's Plays right now, and I'm trying to spend a bit more time like actually streaming. You guys can see what's going on, right? You guys can see in here. You guys get to see all of the fun stuff that's going on right here. Cuz any of the slimes I killed, they haven't dropped any fucking goop for me. They're goopless. Also, let me turn off sleep mode. I have to put in the password on my phone. Guys, I just want to check my Instagram, okay? Is that so wrong? I just want to check my Instagram, guys. Oh, sick. 2+ new likes on my reel. One of them was my sister. Was one of them Aldine, I guess? Yeah. Never mind. It wasn't. Oh, what? What? Bro didn't even respond to my message! What the frick, man? What the freaking heck? Not cool, guys. Guys, is this bad? 11 mutual friends? Who do I know that knows this person? Is it bad that I'm scrolling through Facebook? Can't see the screen is as dark as my soul. Okay. Alright. I hate that. What is going on? Oh, holy games. No, my TL the other day told me that I don't know what I just hit. That the new Pokemon games got released. And I think that's pretty cool. Or not released, but they got announced, right? Oh god. Oh god, I have no idea where I am. Guys, I think there's a body right there. Wait, I do have gel. Give me my torches. Whoa! Guys, look at this. I can see. Holy. But yeah, so when Waves got announced, so that was something that happened, I guess. I thought Pokemon Day was supposed to be today or whatever, but it wasn't, I guess. And yeah, so I'm late to the Pokemon hype train. I saw CEO post about it on Discord, on their Discord bio, and I messaged them about it, and they didn't say anything. I think CEO might hate me, guys. Life Crystal! Oh my gosh. The new Pokemon game, the starters are lame. Two of them look like off-brand versions of other starters. I will be the judge of that. Okay, maybe we don't even play that much story tonight. Maybe we just like do other shit. Because I actually kind of want to look at the new Pokemon stuff. Do they have a full roster yet, or like a release date? Yeah, we'll look at some Pokemon Wind and Wave stuff tonight. Maybe Wind and Waves is the Pokemon game that I get into. I've never been a big Pokemon guy. I started playing Sword and Shield. I will die on this hill every single time, and I will say this story every single time whenever people ask me about Pokemon. I started to play Sword and Shield, right? I kind of wanted to do Groove Key, right? Or the monkey, Pokemon that turns into Rillaboom, because you know, I'm a musician, right? I like music. But I borrowed the game from my sister, who borrowed it from her boyfriend, and he got Groove Key, so I was like, okay, and she chose the fire starter, and I was like, oh, Sobble looks cute. I'll play Sobble, and you know me, right? I'm going to level my Pokemon to the max, like first thing possible. So I'm playing the game, and I'm trying to get my Sobble to level up, and it goes into second form, right? Second form, like it's some type of fucking Dragon Ball evolution, because that's obviously what I'm talking about. And I'm like, okay, I'm still fucking with this guy. And then bro turns into Inteleon, and I put the game down and I never pick it up again. Like why would you break my heart like that? You got literally like one of the cutest Pokemon ever, and then you turn him into fucking actually, it's called calc is short for calculator, guys. Like, come on. Like, what did my guy do to deserve that fate? That is a fate worse than death. They actually turned bro into the fucking nerd emoji. For what? For what? And they made him a sniper? Like, it's cool? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. You can't do that. Like, that's the type of bullying that you get in, like, a middle school fucking TV show or something. That's the type of shit you would see in Boy Meets World. Not Pokemon Sword and Shield, man. That's gotta be illegal. Off-brand Rowlet, and the water type looks like an off-brand Sobble. Hey, all I'm saying, if we're getting two fucking Inteleons, bro, I'm dead. Let me eat my shrooms. If we're getting two Inteleons, I'm out. One Inteleon was already enough. I'm cooked. Wait, recall potion. Holy. That was clean. Okay. we gotta look at this fucking Pokemon stuff. Pokemon Wind and Waves. Okay, we're gonna look on Pokemon official site. We're gonna pop this up. Also, I just realized my camera still popped out like this. We're gonna change really quickly, guys. Hold on. There we go. Okay, this thing is fucking huge. This is massive. Bro does not have a good personality. Holy. Negative personality ratio. Wait, what did I do? 1280, 19. Why is it 1920 by 1080? No, I wanted this one. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Did I want this one? No. I thought this was the same ratio as 800 by 6. No, of course this one's a little wider. Yeah, okay. All right. All right, buddy. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's get on here. We're going back down in bottom left, guys. And where's my image? Throw this bad boy back up here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now, as you guys know, I'm a Pokemon connoisseur. Does that? Yeah, that looks good. Does that look good? Are we chilling on the camera zone? I guess so. Why not? Okay. At least exclusively on Switch 2. Okay, we got Gloom and whatever that guy is. Ladybug. Ladybug and Ladian, both of them. Numbskull, I guess is what that Pokemon's name is. There's Wingull. Two fish. I've fucked this guy up in Pixelmon before, plenty of times. Wailord and other whale Pokemon. Yo, where's Slugma at? I will say I'm liking all these screenshots right now. Like this actually looked really good. This is kind of feeling like a Pixelmon world. Slugma. No further questions, Your Honor. Was that Kingsler and whatever that guy is? Pikachu! Fuck! Okay. First look at the main characters. Whoa. Okay, why is it one of them have these hats and the other one has these hats? These literally the same character. Literally the same character. Okay. Well, wait, okay, guys, hold on. The backpacks are also blue. The backpacks are also blue. And Pokemon Waves. Sorry, you've been waiting for. Whoa. Okay, the graphics on this do look really good. Tangela! Oddish! This fucking Venipede guy. More Slugma in the background. That looks sick. I would love if they brought back fucking like Kyogre and Groudon in this. I feel like Kyogre and Groudon and Rayquaza would go so nuts in this game. Excuse me, what in the actual fuck are you doing in your house? Okay. I will say, what would be so sick... Actually, wait, I don't know if this is... Look at the little eyebrow things on here. What if this turned into a water electric type? That would be kind of sick. A water electric type starter? That would be kind of sick. The water gecko Pokemon. Like, okay, that is literally just fucking... That's actually just Sobble 2. The puppy Pokemon? Pombon, the puppy Pokemon. So kind of like Incineroar, but a dog instead of a cat. Or, I mean, you could just say like Growlithe, I guess. Except cuter. This is kind of giving me like knockoff Vulpix. Is what this is kind of giving me. Knockoff Vulpix. This guy, I don't know. Fucking Froakie Sobble Abomination, man. This guy, I just don't like you. I don't like I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if it's like a Pokemon racism or what. I don't like you. I do not like you. Little green guy, I don't like you. Like I can see myself kind of being cool with these two. These two, I'd be like, okay, green guy? No. I'm like Kiss, Mary, kill. Kill every time. The other two, I don't know. Bean Chick Pokemon. Brout. Hey, all I'm saying, get out of here. But it can also be a bit clumsy. Yeah. Puppy Pokemon. What does Bean Chick Pokemon even mean? Okay. The area below its throat glows faintly from the heat generating organ within its lungs. Like a heart, maybe? I don't know. That's in my lungs. Water Gecko Pokemon. Gekwa. Gekwa. You guys want to know how this is like such an original name? Water Gecko Pokemon. Okay, flip those words and turn one into the other form of it. Gecko Aqua. How the fuck are you so original, Pokemon? Gekwa. Gekwa. Your parents are gonna get Gekwood. Special Pikachus make their debut. Is there no other information than this? Gekwa is very intelligent. Oh, I'm getting fucking PTSD flashbacks. No. Do not put Intel in there. Stop. Stop. I'm getting Intellion flashbacks, man. Stop. Please. Please. Oh my gosh. Gekwa is very intelligent. No. Leave me alone. And maneuver shrewdly while putting on airs. Gekwa, I'm not gonna lie. You're not allowed within a 40-mile radius of the school. Get out of here. Yeah, Pombon somehow rolls out as my favorite. And you know what's even worse? Pomeranian Bonfire. Brout. I mean, this one's obviously eyebrow, right? Brow is part of it. Where did the T come from? Sprout? Brow Sprout? Brow Spout? Bean Chick Pokemon? Okay. Like, the game looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie. If I see these starters, though, I might actually start throwing hands with Nintendo. Like, I'm not even a Pokemon guy, and I'm pissed off. I am furious. Pokemon Winds and Waves Bulbapedia. See if maybe they have anything on here. Returning Pokemon? Extrapolated species? Okay, we're gonna do something sick. We're gonna take a Pokemon quiz. I'm gonna show you guys my Pokemon knowledge. You guys aren't ready for this? Oh, you guys aren't ready for this. We're gonna do Gen 1. Okay. We're gonna go no, don't do shadows. We're gonna go for where is this? Regular? We're gonna go Dex order. Dex order, and then where's the other thing? Okay, wait, let's say if I type in Pikachu, it doesn't. Okay. I'm about to pop off. Y'all ain't even ready for this. First one, Charmander. Yeah, okay, we're cooked. Squirtle. It's Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur. Wait, Venusaur, Venusaur. Okay, then it's Charmander. Charmeleon. Charizard. It's been so long since I've done this. We got Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise. Is this Pidgey? It's not Spearow. It's not Rattata. Rattata. Oh shit. Who else is there? Early game Pokemon, normal type. If it's not a bird type, I mean, it could be like Spearow. No. Oh my gosh. It's not Nidoran. Who is it? Oh, it's one of the. So Route 1, there's Rattata, there's Raticate, there's Pidgey, there's it's not the bugs, is it? Caterpie? Oh my gosh, Caterpie, is it Weedle? No, Caterpie to Butterfree. Caterpie to Kakuna. To Metapod. To Butterfree. Then, no, not Kakuna, it's, Weedle. Kakuna, Beedrill. This isn't Nidoran, is it? Nidorino. No. Now it's Pidgey. Pidgeotto. Pidgeot. Pidgeot's a little sizest. I'm not gonna lie. Pidgeot, and then it's Rattata, Raticate. Okay, now is the point where I'm getting a little lost. It's not Vulpix, is it? No. Is it Sandshrew? Is it Meowth? Oh, it's Spiro, isn't it? Spiro. Yes. Oh shit, okay. Now I'm actually lost. It's not water type. It's not normal type. It's not flying type. Is it grass type? Are we grass typing it? It's not Vulpix, is it? It's not Sandshrew, is it? I know Sandshrew and Sandslash are coming up pretty shortly. There's like poison types. Maybe we throw up one shadow. Let me also turn on spelling help. Oh, who's after this? Oh gosh. Is it Meowth? Is it? Wait! It's Clefairy, isn't it? Or not Clefairy? It's Jigglypuff. Or fuck. It's not Meowth. I already said Meowth, didn't I? Wait. Aw. Guys, do I do a shadows? Wait. Do I do this? Do I do it, guys? Oh, do I cheat already? It's not Oddish, is it? No. Oddish Gloom Vileplume. It's not Paris? No. Because that would go into Parasect. But I would do Paris. You want a hint? Oh my god, I fucking hate my life. It's Ekans and it's Arbok. Come on, man. Poison type? Okay, Keegan, I'll allow the hints. But I might just do sprite work. Now it's Nidoran, isn't it? No! It's still not Nidoran? It's not Clefairy, is it? It's not Jigglypuff? Dude, it's been so long since I've done this. I could easily do it with all the shadows. This motherfucker is not Pikachu, by the way. Pikachu, Raichu. Now it's Nidoran. It's still not Nidoran? Is it Vulpix? Is it Sandshrew? Is it Sandshrew? Oh my gosh. Watch this. Now it's Nidoran. Oh my gosh. Nidorino. Okay, fine then. Nidorina. Prick. Nope. Nido King. Nido Queen. Nidorino. Nidoran. Nidorino. Nido Queen. Fuck you. Nido King? Okay. This is embarrassing? Bro, it's not embarrassing. Keegan, you wouldn't last 30 seconds in my shoes. This is Vulpix, I think. No, this is Clefairy. Holy shit. Clefairy, Clefable. This is Vulpix. This is Ninetales. This is oh, it's like a poison Pokemon, I think, right? Poison Pokemon? What the hell is that? Yo, Keegan, hit me up. What? Give me first type. Give me first type. I swear to God, if you say normal, I'm gonna cry. First type me up. What is this? Vulpix, Ninetales. Wait! It's not Oddish, is it? Oh. Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume. This is another, like, poison guy, I think. All the poison types are coming up soon. It's not fucking Cloyster. Cloyster's later. It might be a bug type, though. It might be a bug type. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Wait. Oh my gosh. I hate my life. Is Igglybuff in this? No. Is this Oddish? Is this Paris? I'm hinting, bro. Wigglytuff is... Oh my gosh, it's fucking Wigglytuff, bro. Oddish. Okay. Wait, there's one other poison type. Oh, it's Zubat. Is Golbat's in this? And then I think it's Paris, right? Or Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume. Then it's Paris and Parasect. Oh, okay. Is this? Are we getting into triple territory? No, this is Venonat and Venomoth. I also didn't do Meowth yet, did I? No. Meowth is coming up though. Okay, I'm gonna start rolling through this. Diglett, Doug Trio. Now I think this is Meowth and Persian. That's not Psyduck, is it? Psyduck, Golduck, Abra. Really, Mankey and Primeape are right here. Primeape. Then is it Abra? Is it Poliwhirl? Oh, Growlithe. Arcanine. I'm gonna speedrun this now, guys. We're good. We're locked in. Abra. Okay, so it is Poliwhirl first. Okay, I'm gonna do no hints on this one. Poliwhirl. It's Poliwag. Poliwag. Poliwhirl. Poliwrath. Abra. Kadabra. Alakazam. Okay, this is all the triples. I think this is Bellsprout, right? No. So if it's not Bellsprout, it could be Machop. Machamp. No, Machoke. Machamp. Bellsprout now. Weeping Bell. Victory Bell. Okay, we're still in triple territory. Who else is there for triple? There's Geodude. No, Geodude is later. Who else is in triples territory here? Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam. Let's see, there's a water, there's a psychic, there's a fighting. There's a water, there's a psychic, there's a fighting, there's a grass. This isn't like mid Doduo, is it? No? Okay. Okay, we're gonna hit. Oh my gosh, it's Tentacle and Tentacruel. Okay. Keegan's stalking me, by the way, guys. Tentacle, Tentacruel. Yeah, now is it Geodude? Oh.
Pokedex pulled up behind you.
Geodude, Graveler, and then Golem. Golurk? No. Who else even is there? There's another triple here, but I don't know what it is. I really want to say this is Drowsy, but it's not Drowsy. It's not Onyx, is it? Oh my fucking god, it's Ponyta and Rapidash. I thought there was more. Is there not a fire triple? Fire triple. Who would that be? Except for the starter. Wait, no, there definitely is a fire triple, but it's not right now. This is Slowpoke. If I can spell. Ploke, Slowbro. Oh, Magnemite. Magneton. Not the triple yet. This is gonna be Magnezone. Now we're getting into psychic types. I think this is a psychic type, but I don't remember which one it is. It's another twofer. Never mind, no, it's not. Farfetch'd. I know there is a double psychic that I don't know about. It's like a book Pokemon or something. Doduo, Dodrio. Honestly, bro, I'm just turning on shadows. We're just doing this. Okay. So this is Seal, Dugong. This is Muck and Grimer, or Grimer and Muck. I don't know the Pokemon guys. This is Cloyster, Sheldon, Sheldor, Sheldork.
You want a spelling check?
Sheldon. No, I know I'm close.
Yeah.
Shelton.
I'm gonna tell you that Sheldork was closer.
I know it's like. Oh wait, it's Shellor, isn't it? No, Shellor. Shellos, man, fuck you. Spell. Oh my gosh. Sheldor. Shelder. Oh my god. Okay. Cloister it up. This is Ghastly. There's no H. Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar. Onyx is spelled with an I. This is Drowsy and Hypno. Krabby, Kingler, Voltorb, Electrode, Execute, Exegute. I quit. Just give it to me. Okay. All right. I was close. Executor. That's okay. There's no C in the second one. Yeah, that's fine. Cubone, Marowak. I used to be able to do this like no shadows in like 15 minutes. And then I just stopped doing this. Hitmonchan. Oh, this one's difficult. What is this? This is book psychic type, I think. It's not mime. No, this is a Lickitung actually. And then there's coughing and wheezing. I only know this because of. I remember this because of Galarian. Galarian wheezing from. Wolfie would do it in his competitive teams. For I think it was like Parasong, he'd do it there. There's Chansey. There's Tangela. There's Kangaskhan. There's Genghis-Khan right there. What? How do you spell this? What's up, Lola? No. There we go. Kong. This is Sea King or Horsey, and Sea King. Oh my gosh, it's Seadra. You. Oh god, Goldeen, Kingler. Oh gosh, it's Sea King. This is Sea King. Staryu and Starmie. Mr. Mime, Scyther, Jinx, Electabuzz, Magmortar would be the next one. Pinsir, Tauros, Magikarp, Gyarados, Lapras. What the fuck? Oh, this is Ditto. Holy. Okay, now we have all the EVs, which first would just be Eevee. Eevee, Vaporeon. Hey, favorite Pokemon right there. Jolteon, Flareon, Porygon. Well, bars. Oh, okay, this is all the fossil Pokemon. Omanite, Omastar, Kabuto, Kabutops, Aerodactyl. Now we're done with fossils. This is Snorlax. Now legendaries. This is Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, pseudo-legendary, Dragonair. No, it's actually Dratini first. Dratini, Dragonair. Almost like an air dragon, if you would. Dragonite. Mew, 2, Mew. Boom. 16 minutes and 3 seconds. 84 shadow used. Go fuck yourself. Okay. Do we do Gen 2? Can we do Gen 2? Returning back on the shadows for this one. Oh, I'm already cooked. Chikorita. Bayleaf. Oh, it's like Magnanium or something. Magnanium. Meganium. That's got to be it. Oh my god! Okay, Cyndaquil. Typhlosion, question mark? Fuck. Oh, okay. Cyndaquil. Typhlosion's Evolution 3. Oh god. I know this, guys. I know this one. This is Greg. Greg, the legendary second evolution of Cyndaquil. Ooh, what's another word for fire? Cyndaquil. Typhlosion. What's the middle one? Did my phone just go off? Cyndaquil, Typhlosion.
Would you like the first letter?
Is it a P?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
It's Q.
Wait. Q?
Yes.
Quiplash. Quillfish. No, that's a different Pokemon. Q. Is it QU?
Yes.
Click to reveal, question mark? No. Cool. Greg. Quillboom. Rillaboom? Nah, fuck you. Am I close?
You're close with Quill.
Quill? Is it Star-Lord?
No, it is not Star-Lord. Unfortunately.
Quillaboom. That's literally just Rillaboom. Okay. Quillakilla. Quillper. Whalmer? Okay. Okay, we're just gonna take it. We're gonna go to regular. Am I still in the same region? Okay, we are. Okay, we're restarting. Meganium. We're doing it out of order now. Because I'm not gonna get that guy. Chikorita.
Oh, I'll give you another hint for that guy. It's a fire type.
Holy shit, whoa. I didn't know that. That changes everything. Cyndaquil. That would have been so fire if I just guessed that. This is Totodile. Final evolution is Croconaw. Oh wait, no. Final evolution is for Alligator. Holy. Okay, this is Centret and Furret. This is Hoot and Noctowl. Literally just saw these guys. This is Ladybug and Lady N. This is Spinarak and Dewpider? I don't think so. No.
No, Dewpider is Fin A, I think.
That's not Golbat? Is it Crobat? Of course it is. That's a Lantern. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you are. Pichu's right there. This is Cleffa. This is Igglybuff. This is okay. Yeah, I was close. I meant to do that one. Yeah. I mean, I see Smoochum down there. I'm just gonna throw that down there, and Elekid is too. So just gonna do those three. I also see Whitney's Miltank. Who is this? That's not Togepi, is it? Togekiss as well? No. Togetic? I know this little shit is green. I don't know what his name is. This motherfucker looks like a totem pool. That's Mareep. And that evolves into Ampharos. I don't know the middle evolution. Again, that's a cactus. That's literally just a cactus. That's Ampharil. How do you spell that? Ampharos. Never mind. Ampharat. Oh, that's Pseudo Wudo right there. That's my boy. How do you spell this? Okay. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing there, Nintendo. That's Polytoad. Polytoad. My boy with Perish Trap, I think. I don't fully remember. That's a flower. That's Hoppip, question mark. Holy. I don't know any of the other ones. That's Apom, my goat. Sunflora is the evolution. Sunkern. Younger little brother. Is that Flygon? No. That's just a bug. But that's Wooper. And that's Quagsire. Family Guy reference. Skitty. No! Oh, that's Espeon and what's the this isn't Leafeon, is it? No, it's not fairy type. It's Espeon and Umbreon? Okay. Murkrow. Slowking. My goat. Oh my gosh. Who is this guy? Wolfie uses him all the time. Oh, Misdreavus. Unknown. That's Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet. My goat. Girafarig. Who are you? What is this?
I'm gonna let you know this one has a stupid name.
This one? This guy right here.
Yep. Its name is so stupid.
But I see my goat Gliscor over there. Never mind, no I don't. This guy's name is stupid. I don't even know what bro is.
They're a bug type.
Bug. No. Okay, I tried. Snubble. Oh god. Granbull. This is Quillfish. That's what's Metal Scyther's name? Razor. No. It was worth a shot. Oh, holy shit, I'm stupid. Oh, my goat Shuckle. Okay, Heracross. I don't know who that is. That's Teddy Ursa, though. Ursa and Ursa Ring. Holy shit, my favorite Pokemon ever, Slugma. Followed by Magcargo. There's, Swinub. And Mamoswine, question mark? Swilloon. Don't say Drifloon. Swadloon. Okay. I think that's Corsola. Who is that? What? Is Smeargle on here? Okay, that's the Pokemon I was thinking of. Wait, no. That's, Metachan? Meditite? Okay, yeah, I knew that. That's not Joltik, is it? No. There's a bird on here. There's a sloth. Okay. Hey, I see Houndour. If I can spell it. Houndour. And Houndoom. And then there's it's Kingdra. That's what it is. and then there's Panphi, Fanpy, and the other one, Porygon 2, Medit, I don't know. That's Hitmontop though. Hitmontop, Chansey, who's Clef, Chauncey. What is the evolution of this motherfucker? What? Well, there's Raikou. Raikou, Entei, and no! Oh, I'm gonna forget this guy. Oh, it's the Ice Dog. Oh no! Oh, that's the only one I would ever remember. Does it start with an S?
Yes.
Suicune. Come on, too easy. Axel? Brenda, his name is Axel. Come on. That's not Axew? What? Oh, it's, I know the second one was Larvitar. The first one's Larvitar?
Yeah.
Larvitar, Pupitar, and Tyranitar. My goat. Ho-Oh, Lugia, Celebi. Okay, yeah, that's how I would spell that too. Yeah. Okay. Now, what are all these guys? We have Cotton Swab. There's Quilflosion. Quilpil. There's Quilpil. Quil. I swear to God, if this is it. Thank God. I was about to have a fucking stroke. Quiplash. No. Quiflosion.
Would you like the last letter?
Yeah, what's the last letter?
A.
Wait. Yeah, I love this game. Cactuar. That's a Cacturn. Okay. Wait, no, this isn't even a cactus. This is like a flower with things on the edge. Is it like Ampharat or something? What is like this? Oh wait, no, that's a Azumarill. Not okay. Wait, the last one, the younger one's Morel. Holy. Okay, there's Hoppip. There's Jumpluff. What's the middle one? Also, ooh. Oh, there's a Galarian version of this guy. This little guy right here. What's his name? It's not Smeargle. It's like Sneasel. Okay, just the goat. So there's Swinub. Mamoswine is the fully evolved version. Yeah, I'm just gonna give up on that.
You want the first letter?
Is it an M?
No, it's a P.
That's not Skarmory, is it? Okay. Panphy and dude, okay, like what is the evolved version of Chansey? Oh, also this is just Metatite. Never mind. Okay.
You already guessed Metatite.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Liar. Who is this?
Yeah, that
I didn't
one.
even see this guy. Who is this? What? Who is this? Who is this? This guy's name starts with a fucking Q. This is Quebec. No? This guy's name does start with a Q though, right?
No.
What? One of these guys' names starts with a Q.
No. One of them does start with a weird letter, but it isn't Q.
What other weird letter is there besides Q?
It's not weird as it looks, but it's weird as it's very rarely used.
Z?
No.
I don't know. Q? Yeah, no, I'm cooked. W? What?
X.
What? X? Okay. How do I still have 20 Pokemon left?
I want you to know the only difference between the names is literally the first letter.
Wait.
Boom.
Holy shit, Zatu and Natu. Mareep, Ampharos, is Ampharil? I feel like I've already fucking said that name 20 times. I'm gonna
don't
have a
think you
stroke.
said that one, but
Ampharil.
that's not it.
Cacnea? It's not Floetta, is it? Wait, what? Why am I removing that one?
I'm gonna tell you there are 0 cacti in this quiz.
No, I know this is like they have like flowers on the side of their head. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea who this guy is. Bro's dead for all I care. What? This is Stantler, isn't it?
Yep.
Stantler. This isn't Gliscor though.
No, that is a weird one.
Gliscor. It's Gliscor's pre-evolution. Is that a fucking fish, by the way? What is this thing? I don't even know. Also, what is this? Oh, this is Delibird, by the way. Just fucking pulled that out of nowhere. I just pulled that out of my ass. Who is that? Like, who are these guys?
I will tell you, that one, the one you were just on.
This one?
No, the one.
This one?
Yeah, stupid name.
You said it's a bug type, too.
Yeah, it looks like an object, and it's like just the name of the object minus the last 2 letters.
Okay, what does it start with?
P. I said minus the last 2 letters.
Playa. What fucking object would this guy even look like? Wait. Bug type? Plankton. No, okay. Does this guy's name start with a D?
Yes. It's the dawn.
What? Mareep to a oh. Is it Flappy?
Yeah.
Like why are you spelling it like that? Nintendo, I swear to God, I'm gonna have a fucking stroke, man. Wait. Okay. This guy's name is like Chin Chow or something. I don't know how to spell it though. It's Shin Chow? How do,
You're on the right track. It is.
Chincho. I don't know what the evolved version of Spinarak is. So we have Spinarak evolved. This isn't. Oh wait, it's Yama. Who is this guy? I still. Who the fuck is the evolved version of Chansey? Why am I having a stroke on this? Mama. There's Mama right here.
Mama!
Yeah. Queen actually named a song after this Pokemon. Wait, that's not. No, that's not Hippopotas. Jumpluff, Pop, and something. It's not Drifloon. It's something Loon though, right? This guy? Middle of Hoppip and Jump Love.
It does have oon. It does have loon at the end. Well, not loon, but close. You're off by one letter with the loon.
Jiffoon. Jump. Puffoon. I don't fucking know.
It's not an N. It's L-O-O. Then it's a different letter.
Loot. This is a goblin guy. Drift loot. Hip flute.
Would you like the first letter?
Yeah.
S.
Yeah, first try. How many do I have left? 11. Okay, you got to give me another letter for this guy.
P-I.
P-I?
Yep.
P-I bug type Pokemon?
Yep.
Penis. Pines. Wait! Oh my fucking god!
Stupid name.
Pineco? What's
It's
the
a pine cone without the any.
pine tree? I gotta be close.
No.
Pineco and tree. Who? Okay, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Who is this other Pokemon? It's not Sunflora.
B. The first letter is B.
Like Oxide or something? Bergmite? Yeah, that's gotta be it. This has gotta be Bergmite. U-T. It's something like this. B. No. This isn't Gliscor though? Also, who is this guy? I'm about to just... I got 90 out of 100. I'm giving up. Octopus? What is this guy? Aridos Bellossom. Okay. Fortress. Fucking Dunsparce and Gligar? And then you got fucking Hemorrhoid up here too? Blissey? Oh my gosh. Got fucking Octillery, man. Where's Gripalot? Do I even try for Gen 3? Okay, we're gonna try. We're gonna fuck Gen 3 up so bad.
Oh yeah, Gen 3. That's the game I started with.
Trico, Grovyle. It's fucking Groovile, isn't it? No. Okay, yeah. Let's put a Y there, guys. Let's put a Y. Sceptile? Question mark. Okay. Torchic.
My goat.
Combuskin. Blaziken. Mudkip.
First letter I picked.
Mudkip. Swampert. I don't know what the middle one is. Mudkip. Swampert. Skip. Who is this? It's not Zigzagoon. But he's in here, isn't he?
Yes.
My goat. Zigzagoon into whatever his evolution is. Yeah, I think that's about it. Wait, no, I know Ludicolo. Okay, I spelled Lud wrong. Ludicolo. Oh, and then that's also Lotad too. And whatever the middle one is.
There's one in here you should that I know you should absolutely get.
There's Nuzleaf. Is that Starmie? No, what? Well, there's Winkle.
Boom.
Was that it?
Yeah, because you saw Winkle earlier when looking at the other stuff.
Route. No, I don't fucking Rowlets. What is it? Ritz?
There's another one you saw earlier in here.
Is that Ampharos? No. Okay. I guess. So, wait. Oh, what's the sloth one? What's the
Two
sloth
more
one?
that you saw earlier.
What's the sloth one? Wait, okay, I know Slacking. But it's like angry sloth guy. I don't know. Oh wait, I know Shedinja. One hit wonder. There's Rhyperiors in here, I think. Nope. But that's a Loudred though. I don't know. Mini Loud. Sumo guy. Okay. Oh, I see Skitty. And whatever the other guy is. There's Sableye. And there's Mawile. And there's Aaron. And Steel Aaron. Yeah. Oh wait, it's Aggron. 2 G's. I don't know what this guy is. He's adopted is what he is. Not by me. There's Electrike. Okay.
I just said which one comes after Aggron, and it is hilarious.
Aggron?
Yeah,
This
the one-
guy?
Yeah, the one that comes after, it's hilarious. Knowing that one's name.
I see Wailord.
Yeah.
Sharpedo. Whalmer as well. There's also Camel. Camel.
There is
There's
indeed a camel.
Plusle and Minoon. There's other Pokemon in here. Oh, it's Numel. And Camerupt. And wait, it's not Shuckle, it's Torkoal. Who the fuck is this guy? Who's built like that? There's Flygon in here. There's Cactuar. Or whatever, Cacturn. Get in here. There's Seviper. Whenever I played Pixelmon, Seviper was my goat. There's Mr. Moon and Mr. Sun. That's a Pokemon reference, by the way. There's Crawdaunt. And another crab. Lobster. There's a giant tree. There's another that's Dragonite too. Oh, I know this one. This Absol. That's that's Boba Fett right there. This little guy right here. This is half a Metapod. This is one of the Langoliers from the Stephen King novel. This is a poorly drawn fish by me in 3rd grade. This one is me looking at a turn signal after I've drank 30 beers that night and decided to take a drive. Oh, I see Salamence. Yeah, Salamence is my goat. Yeah, this is just a sumo wrestler. Is this Budu? No. Wait. Acorn. That's his name. No. Nuz Corn. Leaf Bud. I got there eventually for sure. We'll count that as a win. I don't know this guy. This is Jirachi. I think this guy's name is Ambidextrous. That's Rayquaza though. Rayquaza, Groudon, Kyogre, Latios, and Latios. The Reggies, Regigigas. Nope, he's not in here. Registeel, Regice, and Reginormal. My goat, Reginormal. Reginald? I don't know which Reggie this is. There's a Metacross here, though. Metagross. I wouldn't say that, but not me. Metachan. That was the other fucking guy, wasn't it? What the fuck? How did he just pop up over here? I was talking about this guy. Oh, that's Shelgon. Oh wait. Oh. This guy's like Bodok or something. This guy's like a super like weird name. It's not Shelgon or Shelmans. It's no, I think it starts with a B. Bagon?
Yes.
That's Love Disc. Corny ass Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know. This is just another seal. Is this seal? No, I was close though. I was right next to it. I have no idea who this is. Like that's literally just a Langolier. That is a Stephen King novel creature. This guy got a mushroom for a head. I think I saw this guy in Fallout 76. There's just 2 metapods in here. This is a Trapinch. I don't. Yeah, this is just Dragonair. Dragonair is in here 2 times, I guess. This guy, I got went to the wrong barber. I don't know. Yeah, I mean at this point. Starly. No. This guy, the black bird with red head. Hey, honestly, 51 out of 135. That's pretty good. I think I should probably go to bed. It's 10:14. I have to be up in 6 hours.
How did he not get Metatype?
Metatype where? Tell me it wasn't this guy.
It was.
Oh.
After you guessed it 50 times on the last one.
Reggie Rock. Oh. Who the fuck was? That's a Langolier. Glalie. Hold on, we're gonna look up Langoliers right now, guys. Pull this shit up. Nah, that's this guy. Google is gonna ask you. Corporate's gonna ask you to spot the difference between these 2 images. That's not the Pokemon I wanted. No, can I have this guy? Thank you. Look at this. Nope, that's a fish. Look at this. Look at this. They're basically the same thing. This is like if Iron Man encased his balls in steel. This is the pre-ball picture, post-ball picture. All I'm saying, if the sack fits, wear it. Claydol, okay. Corefish, probably could have gotten that one eventually. I'm never guessing Spoink a day in my life. Yeah, I'm never guessing that. Spoink, Lairon? Yeah, okay. Azurill, could have potentially gotten there. Vigoroth and Slackoff, probably could have got it. Breland probably could have got that. Pelipper? Yeah, that's where we end the stream right there. Yeah. I gotta go to bed, y'all. Have a good night. Okay.